Dear brothers and sisters around the world, dear friends of Israel and of Jerusalem, welcome to the first of 10 short video clips with one common topic: Jerusalem. Jerusalem, a city 3,000 years old. Jerusalem celebrating in 2017, exactly May 24, the 50th anniversary of its reunification. And Jerusalem being in the center of a spiritual conflict and of a public conflict for many, many years already. So Jerusalem is a very significant city in many respects. Well, Jesus talked about Jerusalem as the city of the great King. He did that in a very special context. He used that term in the Sermon of the Mount, and we read about it in chapter 5 of Matthew, verses 33 to 35. Again, you have heard that it was said to the people long ago, "Do not break your oath, but keep the oath you have made to the Lord." But I tell you, do not swear at all, either by heaven, for it's God's throne, or by the earth, for it's his footstool, or by Jerusalem, for it is the city of the great King. Well, let's consider for a moment these three words that Jesus is using with regard to giving an oath. You know, an oath is given by relating it to the highest possible authority. If you swear in a politician as a prime minister in our Western nations, it's usually done by putting the hand on the Bible and giving a solemn oath, or in a court case, it's the same. So Jesus is using three vocabularies, three nouns, by giving the highest authorities by which Jewish people swore at his time: heaven, earth, Jerusalem. Well, regard for a moment in which context Jerusalem is placed and named here as one of the three highest authorities by which Jewish people have sworn in the time of Jesus. Heaven, earth, Jerusalem. So that's the first thing I think we should consider and see how much authority, how much importance Jerusalem has in the mind and in the eye of Jesus. So that's the first thing that is surprising if you think about it. The second thing that's beautiful is that Jesus is quoting this term, the city of the great King, from the Old Testament, from one of the Psalms, from Psalm 48. So let's look at Psalm 48 and read a few verses out of that psalm, and then we see out of which context this term is quoted by Jesus. So we start in the first three verses. "Great is the Lord and most worthy of praise in the city of our God, his holy mountain. It is beautiful in its loftiness, the joy of the whole earth. Like the utmost heights of Zaphon is Mount Zion, the city of the great King. God is in her citadels. He has shown himself to be her fortress." And the same psalm continues and finishes with verses 12 to 14. "Walk about Zion, go round her, count her towers and consider well her ramparts. View her citadels, that you may tell of them to the next generation. For this God is our God forever and ever, and he will be our guide and your guide even to the end." Isn't that beautiful? How God is connected to Jerusalem, how the great King is connected to Jerusalem, how Jesus highlights the importance of Jerusalem. Well, talking about Jerusalem, let us look at the prophet Isaiah. And just for closing this brief clip, consider what's written in chapter 62, verses 1 and 2, which also emphasize the importance of Jerusalem. "For Zion's sake I will not keep silent, for Jerusalem's sake I will not remain quiet, till her righteousness shines out like the dawn, and her salvation like a blazing torch. The nations will see your righteousness, and all kings will see your glory, and you will be called by a new name that the mouth of the Lord will bestow." Jerusalem, city of the great King, Jerusalem, city of the Valley of Decision, and city of the return of Jesus. About those two topics, we will talk later. Thank you for your attention. God bless you. Dear praying friends of Israel and the Jewish people around the world, a very, very warm invitation to come to our next Global Prayer Call conference in Jerusalem around Yom Yerushalayim, Jerusalem Day, celebrating the 50th anniversary of the reunification of Jerusalem. Jerusalem, as all of you know, is a very significant city, the most important city in the world. The city of the great King, the city of the Valley of Decision, the city of the return of Jesus. In that city, starting in the evening of May 22 and finishing at the evening of May 25, in the beautiful Down Jerusalem Hotel on Mount Scopus, we will gather. We, intercessors from all around the world, will unite in praise, in celebration, in prayer, and in intercession. Excellent speakers and apostolic prophetic leaders from Africa, Asia, America, Australia, and Europe will be with us. It will be a unique experience, in a unique city, at a unique time. And for those of you who want to join us after the conference, the experience of worshiping, learning, and praying will continue at our guided geopolitical intercessory tour from May 26 to May 31. So once again, a very warm welcome to both the conference and the tour.